Welcome back to Grow Joyfully. Today I'm out in the pasture garden. It's been a couple days since I've been out here, and I have to come out here and make sure that everything gets watered really well. The heat is very intense. Yesterday it was 98. Today it's supposed to be at least 97. We went to the zoo yesterday with 7 grandkids and 3 of our kids plus daughters-in-law, and it was a very fun time. But wow, it was intense, and we were there by 10 o'clock and left by 2, and it was just a lot. It was fun but hot. So take a look at this corn. I'm very, very happy for my husband that it's growing so well, and it's tasseling. Here's a shorter piece right here. There's the tassel. There's the tassel, and these are even taller. So I really hope that we get some great corn this year. That'll be really nice. A lot of the things are growing here. These right here are called amaranth, and my daughter's growing them for cut flowers. And she has some other flowers growing. She also has flowers growing over there. She's finding it hard to get to this year because she works part-time as a florist, and then she works part-time for her 2 brothers. So she's a busy girl. Anyway, things are looking good. I have especially come out here to make sure the tomatoes are watered. And the onions are doing well, zucchini. So I guess the best thing to do is to jump right in and get started. I've brought my jute so I can tie up tomatoes. I wasn't in the main garden, or any garden yesterday for that matter, because we went to the zoo. So it'll be fun to see what kind of surprises are in store for me. Please disregard the weeds, but sorry, there's going to be weeds when you have a garden this size. It's okay, I'm not looking at them. I'm ignoring them, or I'm trying. Ooh, zucchini. This is great. I try to make myself plant things so that they're spaced far enough apart so I can get my little rototiller up and down the aisles. But apparently I fail at that. When you take into account how much the zucchini fan out and the leaves spread over the path. So that doesn't work. And even the onions flopping around. These 2 rows of tomatoes have been the most neglected. And they were planted last, so we'll see if the poor things can do anything. I don't know if you remember that I planted this with zucchini, crookneck squash, and different things, and a couple of things are starting to come up, but it's pretty underwhelming. Look at those weeds. With all that I have planted, I can either keep one smaller garden nice, like the main garden, or I can keep 2 gardens a little bit nice, but I can't keep them all nice. Not enough time in a day. I've got some cucumbers growing up. I didn't think they were going to grow. A couple of them I replanted. Oh, look. The yellow flesh watermelon is growing out this way. It's wonderful. Look at my corn. My new corn that I planted. Oh, it is so full of weeds. Okay, I've got work to do. I really feel like I shouldn't even garden without putting weed fabric down first. I just wanted to check the raspberries and see if there were any at all. They did not bear a lot for as many canes as there are out here. Oh, there's some. I'm going to go get my chair. The path is getting overgrown again. I need to spend a lot of time out here. Actually, I need to clone myself. I need to have 2 or 3 of me out here, because I don't want to let the main garden get all weedy and icky. I gotta have at least 1 garden that's tidy. There's quite a few raspberries, but just only in this section here. Look here, chocolate sprinkles. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm gonna eat that one. Juicy and delicious. I think I'm gonna let all the chickens out before it gets too hot. Got a lot to do out there in the garden. I don't want to have to come back. Good morning. How are you guys? Oh, I know. Where are you going? Ooh, they want their scratch. Look out. There you go. Oops, I got you. Yummy, yummy, yummy. These are the new chicks that we raised this spring. We have 32 of them. They're beautiful. And we have 6 silkies for the first time. They are hysterically cute. There's a couple of them down here. We are now letting them out during the day because they're big enough. And they've gotten used to the run, so they will come back to the run each night to roost. So I'm going to let them out too. Then I'll have to do all their food and water and get them all comfy and cozy for the day. Hello, little babies. Come on out. Hi there. They love coming outside. At first, there was a little bit of pecking order with the older ones, but they're doing just fine. That little black and white spotted one is a speckled Hamburg, and I don't know if she's just going to stay small, but she's just a little thing, and so are the silkies. But they all seem to be getting along. Of course, they peck on each other now and then. And we have so many different varieties. We have blue cream leg bars, red lace Wyandottes, lavender Orpingtons, rainbow layers. What else do we have here? There's some names I don't even remember, like a blue Andalusian. I think I have a Delaware. I thought I bought a couple of leghorns, white leghorns. The older they get, the more I'll be able to figure out which is what. So the blue cream leg bars are supposed to lay really beautiful blue eggs. So I think that's one there, and that's one there. And I forget what kind the ones are there that look like roadrunners. I'll have to look that one up. When I go back into the house or into the greenhouse, I can look at the notebook and see what varieties I bought because I forget. But I love having many, many different varieties. My number one priority for all the animals is fresh, clean water, especially during this heat. Hello, beautiful Marin chicken. I really like Marin chickens. They lay very beautiful dark brown eggs. And this year, the only ones I could find were French silk Marins. So we will see what they end up looking like. And I really hope they continue to lay the dark brown eggs. Sweet little silkies. Okay, I've got to get back to the pasture garden and weed eat and do some rototilling, see if I can bring a little bit of tidiness to that garden. I got the path weed eated. It looks a little better. Now I'm going to try to bring some order to the corn. I weed eated in between and around the raspberries, and it looks a lot better, but it's getting really hot. I'm not sure if I can tackle the corn today. I couldn't really use the rototiller in between the rows because the weeds are so high. So I think I will have to weed eat that first, but then you risk cutting off the few corn stalks that grew. So I'm not sure what to do. I might retire to the shade and just try to tie up some tomatoes. It's getting hot already. It's only 9:30. Unfortunately, I am going to have to weed this by hand because you have the occasional corn stalk, not half as much as I wanted to came up. And we also have some watermelon running down in here. So this has to be done by hand. Well, I've been working out here about an hour or so. My son came out and helped me for a while, and I really appreciate that. I don't know if you can see out there by the raspberries, but that is all weeds that came from this patch. My fault for not getting to it sooner. A lot of the corn seeds that I planted were displaced by the sprinkler. I don't know how, it's not that strong, but they're not in their rows like they should be. We've left some of the grasses that kind of look like corn until it's bigger, so I can really tell that I'm not pulling up corn. I will go through here when they're bigger and stronger, and I will take out the grasses. Even if I get 10 corn cobs, I will be happy. It's not turning out as good as I wanted it to. I thought it would do better, but I guess it needed more time from me to help keep things weeded, and I definitely need to fertilize again. But I got so many weeds out of here. I am completely exhausted, but luckily this part is now in the shade, and unfortunately my tomatoes, except for one row, are in full sun, so I don't think I'm going to be able to tie them up today. You got to pick and choose your battles. I did weed in this little watermelon patch here, so it looks better. I'm trying to train the long runners to maybe go down between the paths of the corn, or out this way or out this way. I have one cucumber plant on this cattle panel that's getting bigger, and I tied it up. Some of the other ones are coming on better. I didn't think they were going to come up at all, but they did. Things are coming on a little slower here and there. Like these watermelons in this mound. Things are going well. It's really easy to think that they're not, but this is a lot of ground that's under cultivation. For one little person like me, even though I'm getting help from my husband and my son, it's still a lot to do. So I'm going to keep my chin up. I'm going to enjoy it. I got some things weed-eated, some things weeded by hand. And I think I'm going to go in now because I don't want to wear myself out. It takes a long time for me to bounce back, and it's time for me to go have some lunch and take care of me. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, that you've learned something from it, even if it's just persistence. You all have a really wonderful day. Be careful of the heat. Get out as early as you can in the morning. That's the best thing. Even if you wait till evening, it's still very, very hot. So I suggest you get up early and go at it. So enjoy your day, enjoy what you're doing, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.